Welcome back, everybody, to another segment of Tech Tuesday on the Educational AD podcast. We're going to be right back with this week's Tech Tuesday guest, but as always, we're going to give a shout out to all of our sponsors. Now, these are all companies I used as an athletic director. They're all great companies, and I really recommend that you check them out. So take 3 minutes, listen to our shout outs, then listen to our Tech Tuesday segment, and then go and visit these sponsors. I'm telling you, you're going to be glad you did. Here we go. We want to thank our good friends at Sideline Interactive Indoor Score Tables and Video Boards. Go to their website. You can schedule a live web demo to see their products in action. You've heard me say before, probably one of the best purchases I ever made was our Sideline Interactive Indoor Score Table. Go to sidelineinteractive.com to find out more. We also want to thank our friends at hudl. As a football coach, I used hudl for years, but as an AD, I made sure our school was a hudl school. And our coaches, all of our coaches, just love the hudl platform. Our kids love the videos, our parents love the streaming, but there is a lot more. Go to hudl.com, join the 8 million users, turn your school into a hudl school. We want to say thanks to Home Campus. Whether it's scheduling, rosters, or results, Home Campus is a platform you're going to use every day. Their eligibility and clearance platform alone is a game changer. Go to homecampus.com and don't forget to mention you heard about it on the podcast. We want to thank Vital Signs Wall of Fame. Go to their website and check out their interactive touchscreen video consoles. It's a great way to show off your school record boards or your school's Hall of Fame. And if you put one of these units in your gym lobby, it's going to be a magnet for kids, for coaches. How about sponsors? Go to vitalsignswalloffame.com to check them out. We want to say thank you to Gipper. Gipper's team is going to turn you into a social media marketing expert, whether it's a simple post to celebrate a victory or a newsletter that's going to showcase all the great things your department's doing. The team at Gipper will have you up and running in no time. Ensure your content is official logos, official colors, official branding. It's all there. Let the team at Gipper help you out. That's Gipper.com. We also want to say thanks to Snap Raise. If you've ever spent weeks and weeks with a fundraiser and been disappointed in the results, those days are gone. Go to snapraise.com. We used it at our school and had tremendous success, and I know you will too. Check out all of their other great features at Snap, but if you're looking for a fundraiser, you just found it, and it's Snap Raise. We want to thank Ohio University and their online masters in athletic administration. My assistant AD, along with thousands of others, got his master's through the Ohio program, and while they were earning their degree, get this, they also completed 11 NIAAA leadership training courses at no extra charge. Go to Ohio University and check out their online masters in athletic administration. We want to say thanks to Hometown. Hometown continues to change the game for schools with their solutions that include things like, well, big surprise digital ticketing, but how about athletic website construction, fee-free fundraising, and a whole lot more. Whether you're an AD, a head coach, even a principal, Hometown is going to show you how to save time, how to raise more money, and how to bring your entire community together. That's hometown.com. And we want to thank Athletic Surveys by LifeTrack. At my school, we use surveys for everything, for student athletes, for coaches, and for parents. And the data we collected was incredibly valuable and almost always over the top positive. We still got to hear from those squeaky wheel parents, but the survey allowed us to hear their concerns, usually address them before they turned into something big. But having all that positive data, when you're meeting with a frustrated parent or your principal or your school board, there's nothing like having all that approval data in your pocket. Go to athleticsurveys.com. Let them create a custom survey for you today. And as always, don't forget to mention the podcast. Welcome back, everybody, to another segment of Tech Tuesday on the Educational AD podcast. We're going up to Pennsylvania today, and our guest is Earl Hazel. Earl is a certified athletic administrator. He's the director of athletics at Warwick Senior High School. Again, that's up in Pennsylvania. It's a crisp autumn, early winter day, I guess. I guess we are into winter now. But Earl, thanks for coming on Tech Tuesday.
Thanks for having me, Jake. Glad to be here.
Well, excited to have you on here a little bit about your program. We always like to let our listeners have a chance to get to know our guests a bit. So, as I like to say, tell us your life story in 2 minutes. Where were you born? Where'd you grow up? What's the Earl Hazel origin story?
Philadelphia, born and raised, Kensington. The neighborhood's changed quite a bit over the years, but I was raised in Kensington. I went to Central High School, class of 247. If you know, you know. Came out here to middle of Pennsylvania, Millersville University, undergrad, finished master's at Penn State Harrisburg, and taught at Warwick Middle School for 24 years before shifting into athletics. And I've been the athletic director here. This is now my fourth year.
Oh, wow. Now, was it kind of your plan, or was it happenstance that you ended up back where you had gone to school? Are
Yeah,
you?
to say that there was a plan, I don't know that we ever have a plan for our career paths. Uh, I had worked in athletics quite a bit as I was raising three sons in a neighboring school district in their youth program. And then, if you're familiar with this area, you've probably been to Spooky Nook. I ran basketball tournaments there for about 10 years. But the seed of this journey starts at Hissey Playground in Philadelphia, where my aunt was the director of programs there. So in a community, it really informed my lens, and I saw how sports brought the community together. And then it's just been a part of my life since then. So it kind of come full circle and be able to honor her and what she provided for that neighborhood, and to try to impart some of that here at Warwick. And being in education here at Warwick, and then to shift into athletics, it's really been a seamless shift and supporting our community, and a wonderful, if you know Lit, it's a wonderful small town with a rich history in athletics here.
Oh, well, it's got to be exciting to come back and as you mentioned, have an impact and carry on a legacy from somebody that had meaning for you. Well, let's go and jump into Tech Tuesday. For regular listeners, you know that many of our Tech Tuesday segments focus on some of our great sponsors. And you hear me say this on every episode. I used every single one of these products as an athletic director over the years. This week, we're talking about hudl. And, as a football coach, I used hudl for years, for the analytics, for the statistics. Of course, we used, created videos for our kids. Um, we also, as an athletic director, I made sure that our school was a hudl school. And, it was great to see all of our coaches, volleyball and basketball and soccer coaches, all the coaches just really embrace the hudl program. Earl, how did you first get, I guess, exposed to hudl at your school? And I guess why are you a hudl school?
Yeah, so when I landed in this role, a colleague of mine who's now at a neighboring school district, Ryan Landis, was my predecessor here, and we were a huddle school before I arrived on the scene in this role. We used huddle for football games primarily, and then we obviously shifted into the gym. It just made sense. So that was all in place when I arrived. And coming in here post COVID, what an impact huddle had during that time to serve our communities when people couldn't come to watch the events in person, for families to be able to live stream. So it's been a tremendous asset to us to live stream, and we've continued to do that. So for football, for basketball, we've been able to do that. Recently, we added a second turf field. So my first year, that second turf field opened up, and we added huddle over there just this year for soccer and field hockey. And we have very successful teams. And then to be able to share that with the following, with their families and with fans, it's been a tremendous asset to us. We were able to shift the huddle camera over. We're under construction. You and I spoke before the podcast started recording. Construction, short-term struggle, long-term gain. The entire athletic wing was shut down. So for our volleyball season in the spring for boys volleyball, and then for girls volleyball here in the fall, we shifted our huddle camera over to our middle school, and we were able to live stream those events. So it's just been an asset for us, for people that can't come to watch, to live stream those events.
Yeah, again, I'm just continually amazed the advances in technology, and we can talk about huddle technology. When I retired as an AD about 5 years ago, you know, some of those features were just coming into vogue, and we had not begun to incorporate them at our school. Now, you have some tremendous I guess the best term would be fan engagement that the analytics have shown. How did you generate that sort of response? That seems like gold medal level fan engagement.
Well, success begets success, and our teams have been really successful. So last year, our field hockey team won the PIAA 2A state championship, and they're playing in the PIAA 2A state championship again this Saturday. So a tremendous following. There's a great history of field hockey success here. Shout out to Coach Bob Durr, who was an absolute legend in the area in spreading field hockey, not just at Warwick, but sharing that with the community. In terms of the engagement, social media really helps, and our teams have a strong social media presence, and that really helps. So, as you know, as an athletic director, it takes a village, and it's that partnership with our parent groups, with our teams, and I have a great Hall of Fame committee. So there's that also. So alumni, former athletes, former players, they can follow our teams from afar, even if life has taken them out of Lidditz and out of Pennsylvania.
As your community, as your stakeholders have become more familiar with the platform, what's some of the feedback that you've gotten from them? Maybe it's a parent or a grandparent, local, or maybe an extended family member. What kind of feedback have you gotten?
So one of the things we're changing classes here, so we'll get real time Warwick High School action here. A funny connection, not a funny, an actual, just a fantastic connection is Moravian Manor is a local community of senior citizens, and we have a following there that they were looking for something in the community to connect to, and we've connected to a crew over there, and they will actually they'll follow live stream when they can't attend in person, and they'll text me and ask for the link. And neighboring schools, then it's really nice when there's a familiarity with hudl at Warwick, and neighboring schools also use hudl, then it's again just seamless. Our fans can log in and check the Huddle fan app and see who else is broadcasting. So this crew will sometimes grab a van and they'll travel there and go see it. But if they can't travel, then it's a great opportunity for them to watch.
Oh, wow, that's great. Another way to just reach out into the community at large and make those those connections. That is very cool. I love that. That's a separate segment on its own. We're gonna have to come back and do that. Um, what are some other features of let's say the Huddle app that you've been able to incorporate there at Warwick?
So I was talking to our basketball coach, Chris Christensen, just this morning, getting ready for the season, and talking about huddle analytics and his ability to basically scout. And scouting has really shifted over the years. Fist bumps all day here at Warwick as the students are rolling through. The huddle analytics allows him to break down scout film, for instance, out of bounds plays in a very short period of time. So he can have that scouting report, and saves him, as he said, literally hours of time that he would have to comb through that footage to pull out what he needs on any specific team. So the analytics from a scouting perspective, and you and I know that nothing replaces sending someone, a coach, a scout, to watch a team play on their home court, or even away, to see all the things that happen beyond the game itself. But it is absolutely integral to our teams and our coaches to be able to break down the analytics, and Huddle gives us a great tool to do so.
No, absolutely. And again, I can remember 100 years ago as a young coach, Saturday mornings driving 3 hours to make the handoff of that physical VHS cassette tape. And now it's simply, you hit send, it's the exchange is made, plus the analytics are there. So tremendous, tremendous time saver. I think that's probably one of the biggest gifts of Huddle that I remember as a coach, particularly, was that gift of time. Not staying up until 3 in the morning, breaking down that tape from the night before. Um, Earl, again, you're a fan. I'm a fan. We know the benefits of Huddle. If you were going to speak to an athletic director, maybe it's an old crusty guy like me or a young guy that just hasn't figured it out yet, what message would you want to give them about the Huddle platform and how it can really be a game changer for an athletic director and an athletic program?
Yeah, so I'll talk about huddle ticketing here as a way to get into this answer. Huddle ticketing, we used Hometown, and we liked Hometown last year. We had a good experience there. And when Huddle came to us to talk about switching over this year, we due diligence, and I had our team meet with them. And their customer service has been outstanding, their tech support. So we have a team of people at Huddle that we can reach out to at any given time, and we get quick responses and we get answers. And while it's still a work in progress in some facets because we do a tiered system for season tickets. And we were able to, if I back up a little bit, one of the initiatives that we had when I came on board was to move away from cash only sales. And certainly we haven't gone away from it completely. It's hybrid. We're able to do some digital and some cash because some fans are just so used to the cash. We don't want to, take that away from them. But for us to be able to do digital really clean some things up for us to be able to, comp tickets and the season tickets for us to tier those so that you can buy season tickets for the entire season as a student. You can buy season tickets as a family. You can buy season tickets for the fall, for the winter, or the spring. So if you have a kid that just plays a fall sport, maybe you don't want the season tickets for the entire year. You can do it just by season. So it's really been helpful for us to contour what we offer for those fans because we do want to generate as much attendance as we can. We love the live stream aspect, but we want those folks to really get out here and cheer our teams on in person. But for us to be able to contour that to their needs has been great. And the Huddle team has taken our feedback, and we continue to work with them to refine the process and make that work in the best way possible. And then on top of that, the notion of it all being in one place was really appealing to us. So Huddle, you can go there and find the live stream. You can go there and find the ticketing, and it's just centrally located because, and it doesn't matter young, old, or in between. Technology can be daunting and it can be a little bit overwhelming when you're trying to find resources. And as much as we can refine that and make that easier and break down some of those barriers, it's really helpful for our ticket sellers, our admission people, and you would know this as well as anyone. They're people in the school district. They're people, our event staff. They come, sometimes they come from a teaching background, but sometimes it's a great way for our business office people to connect with the community and HR and those departments. And for us to be able to put an app in their hand that is user friendly and that they can be front facing Warwick Athletics in a way that comforts people and eases them through the process of buying tickets. That's really important to us because we want people to have a good experience when they come here.
Making, and you kind of alluded to this, making that changeover from one platform to another, that can bring some, pain points to fans and stakeholders. How challenging was that now looking back at making that switch?
Challenging, yes. I don't want to diminish the challenge, but any change comes with adversity. And to be honest, the shift from cash only to cash and digital sales was more challenging. Now we're shifting from one app to another. There was some familiarity there. There are some subtle differences and nuances that we're working to smooth out, and we'll continue to do that. But the challenges for us we're really just communicating and being front facing about it and trying to get out ahead of it and proactive. But on our website, it's simply changing links that, okay, we're going here now, we're going there. So on our Instagram page, you just change the link. So, okay, you're going here now for this. So challenging, sure, but we're in the people business, and our event staff is tremendous in helping people walk through that. And when people call in, we're able to walk through that with them. And to be honest, the positives have far outweighed any challenges that we faced.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're changing for a reason, and it's to get to those positives. Great point. Well, Earl, we appreciate you taking time out of your busy day in the hallways on the front lines to share with our listeners. If one of our listeners wanted to reach out, pick your brain a little bit more about Huddle, or maybe even about how you do things at Warwick High School, what's the best way that they can connect with you?
Email Hazel, EHAZEL at warwicksd.org, warwicksd.org.
Well, again, appreciate you sharing with us today on Tech Tuesday. All the best moving forward in the playoffs and for the rest of the year. And I'm putting you on the spot. Are you going to make it down to Tampa for the NADC?
I certainly hope so. I certainly hope so. I made it to Austin last year, and what a great experience that was. So yeah, definitely looking forward to
Well, I can just about guarantee the weather's probably going to be a little bit
it.
warmer in Tampa in December than in Pennsylvania. But if you do, let's make sure we can connect. For our listeners, we want to connect with you or continue to connect with you. We hope you come to Tampa. And just a reminder, we upload the Zoom recordings of all of our interviews to the Educational AD Podcast YouTube channel. We do Tech Tuesday just about every week, just about every day. We try to share stories and best practices from the world of athletics. So please join us again on the next episode of Tech Tuesday on the Educational AD Podcast. We'll see you next time. And before we go, of course, we want to say thanks to Hudl, but we want to thank all of our other great sponsors that make the podcast possible. I want to say thanks to Hometown. I want to say thanks to Ohio University and their online masters in athletic administration. I want to say thanks to Athletic Surveys by Lifetrack. Thank you to Snap Rays. Thanks to Vital Signs Wall of Fame and Home Campus. I want to thank Sideline Interactive, indoor score tables and video boards, and also Gipper. Yeah, please go and visit these sponsors. You're going to be glad you did. Thanks again for listening. We'll see you next time on the Educational AD Podcast.